It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Alright guys, it's that time to get us up the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Just Freakin Wrestling, the JFW podcast, hosted by Travis D.
I'm Dizzle J.
I'm Daly.
And guys, we are back and we're back together.
The trifecta.
Which is weird because a couple weeks ago I said this wasn't going to happen. And you guys made me a liar.
It just worked out that way.
It just worked out that way.
We just like making you a liar.
It's fine. It's cool. I'm okay with it. I accept it. I can move on from it. We're here to put out some awesome podcasting content. We got Oat over there. What?
I got like a JF.
Yeah, it's madness.
Yeah?
No,
It's madness.
it's kind of just JW.
Yeah. You see, I wouldn't do that because that looks like it might say Jew.
I'm supportive.
Yeah. Yeah.
They make good
But Jay,
Hollywood.
we don't have to worry about seeing the logo on your shirt.
No, look at that.
Where is it?
Magic.
Right
It is right there. It's on your left.
yeah, I don't know where my left on the camera, so.
Guys, we are back. We recently had the passing of Pat Patterson this week.
Yeah.
I believe Tuesday, or Wednesday he passed away.
The original Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah. So we're going to do a lot of Intercontinental related stuff today. Dizzle J's pick of the week is a tribute to Pat Patterson. And obviously we got the War Games predictions we got to do tonight too. So that's coming up Sunday. I think it's third anniversary of War Games.
I think so.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Because we went to War Games last year.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys were there?
We were
Yeah.
there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Someone gave us a whole bunch of shit.
Was it in Chicago?
We didn't go to an indie show. We caught a whole lot of flack from the indie show.
That's okay. If Sentinel was nicer to us,
Yeah.
I probably still wouldn't have gone. But I hope he's doing well. I hope SCW's doing well. I haven't heard too much from them.
No.
Charlie, what's SCW up to?
What do you mean?
Good talk. It's just we haven't heard from them. It's like they're avoiding me. And I don't think it's anything I've said.
Have you tried to reach out?
No, they need to reach out.
Okay,
to me.
well, that's the problem.
There's a pecking
Well,
order.
we'll be reaching out now because we might have a little lucrative business for him that you conjured up.
Yep, I'm doing more for SCW than Sentinel is, so that's why I still feel I should be president of that company. But it's cool. It's cool. Like most things, usually the dinosaurs like to rule until dead. So
Senate, huh?
I'll take it.
Congress.
Guys, before we dive into everything, I just want to remind you that this episode of Just Freakin Wrestling, the JFW podcast, is brought to you by Audible.com. Now, if you're just like me and you're a huge fan of stories and history, you're just not a big fan of reading about it yourself, well, Audible is the best place for you to go. It's the one-stop shop for all audiobooks.
Definitely. And you can have the author read the book to you. Sometimes the guys who write it will actually read it to you. There's Chris Jericho, he does one. Mm-hmm. So even if you don't want to stick to wrestling, there's tons of other titles too. A lot of my family uses it too. I've used it. It's great, especially when you're driving an hour away to work or something like that. You don't want to listen to the same pop song 15 times.
I thought you were going to say the same podcast every time. I was like, way to plug us.
Nah, not the greater.
Oh! Go to audibletrial.com/freaknet today. Get yourself a 30-day free trial plus a credit to your first book purchase. Now, mentioned on our last episode, this Freakin show with me and Cartoon Joe are doing the Freaknet Book Club, or the Effin' Book Club if you want to be that way. And we're going to be actually doing the Phantom Toll Booth. Surprisingly, I'm announcing that on here before we even announce it on the other show.
Ooh.
So you can take the opportunity to get that book for free on Audible and read along with us as we start the book club on my other podcast. So audibletrial.com/freaknet. Sign up today, 30-day free trial plus a credit to your first book purchase. Cool. All right, where do you guys want to start?
Why don't you do the top 5 matches?
Matches?
What top 5 matches?
You mean champions?
I thought that's what I was setting the
What
matches for.
What are we doing today?
What are you talking-
ranking.
Yeah.
You want to do the ranking first?
You just asked. I just spit something out.
What about this new thing you were talking about?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, why don't you calm down?
we're
I got us a
putting
fucking
suspense
banner,
on
for
it.
God's sakes, over there at the end of the table.
You know what?
God. Jesus.
I feel so much hostility in the middle.
Yeah, how do you think I feel all the time?
No, we can do top 5 matches.
What matches?
Oh, God. Well,
I wasn't included in this.
no, it's
No,
fine.
you sent him the match from NXT that you thought was the
Oh,
best.
those. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about.
That's our new.
Oh, okay.
What the Freakin' 5 used to be, this is what it's modified into now.
Yeah.
Top 5, the best match from each show during the week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So top 5 wrestling companies that we talk about: AEW, NXT, Impact Wrestling, Raw, and SmackDown. The best match from each episode is ranked 1 through 5. I rank it.
Oh, okay.
Why
So
from
it's Travis thing.
Well, yeah, I'd let you guys do it, but I can't even get you to do the shit you're supposed to do, so why add on to it?
I sent the matches.
Yeah. You got any predictions for War Games?
When we get there, I'll name them.
This is why you get picked with your shit last before I tell you what everyone else decided.
I know.
Oh, my God. It's okay. Technically, it doesn't matter because...
You're gonna name the matches anyways.
What's up?
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna say the matches anyways.
Yeah,
so.
but it doesn't really matter because the only way this could end not with me winning is if Dally ties me. So...
What's the?
You'd have to clean sweep them.
Yeah, you have to win War Games and TLC to even tie me. I have 7, you have 5, he has like 3.
Oh, so I won last time? Wasn't I at 4?
Maybe, I don't fucking know. It's in the show notes.
It's in the show notes. He's just trying to win so next year he can get the title.
Yeah.
Does she know about the title? Did we tell you about the title?
I think she told her about well, yeah, we mentioned the title. Right.
The title would be possible.
Like most women, they're entitled to hear the shit that happens.
Oh,
Congratulations.
I just tell him
I'm
what
just
happens.
here. Like I don't.
That's true.
I'm just here.
I'm just Dally.
That's true. All right, so go ahead, Daly. Why don't you go ahead and tell them what the top match of NXT was? We'll do that first.
I picked Shotzi Blackheart versus Raquel Gonzalez for the War Games advantage.
Okay. And Jay, you had Impact and AEW. Who are your top matches for that?
I had Swan and Bay.
Okay.
And then I had, what was the other one? Was it Moxley and...
It was Moxley and Omega. For the AEW Championship, which I do kind of want to talk a little bit about that match, too, and get your kind of opinion on it. For Raw, I picked Xavier Woods and Cedric Alexander.
Ooh.
And for SmackDown, I picked the 6-man... they called it a Pat Patterson Intercontinental Memorial Tag Team because all 6 competitors in it were either current tag team or current IC champion as Sami Zayn, and the other 5 were former IC champions. So it was Daniel Bryan, Big E, and
Rey
Mysterio. Thank you, Dally. Taking on Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Sami Zayn. So at number 5, I went ahead and did the 6-man, which the only problem I had with it is it just seemed like way too much. And I think it was just kind of like a fun little thing for him to get out there, and it was definitely goofy at the end with the whole Dolph Ziggler thing. Still a great match. Still really good competitors in there, but not compared to the other ones. Number 4 was your Impact Wrestling match.
Yeah, Swan and Bay put on a good match.
Yeah. Compared to all the other ones, not above them, but it was still a good match. And even the match you had last week, I think it was the Radicals tag team, their fellow match, the Rascals.
Yeah.
Even then was a great match. Like,
That's what they do. I got him last week with that shit too. They just announced them on for NXT too.
I saw that they officially got that signed. Yeah, it was weird because when I was watching SmackDown and Baron Corbin had like his 2 guys come out and shit, I thought it was the Rascals at first. I didn't see the faces at first because it came in like hoods and like blazers and stuff like that. But then it ended up being the Forgotten Sons, Murphy and not Murphy. I'm sorry. Who the fuck is Murphy's fucking old tag team partner? Blake. And the one who's not Riker.
I don't.
Yeah, so they came out.
I forgot.
Yeah, so they came out with him and everything. And number 3, I did the Xavier Woods versus Cedric Alexander. Great
I feel
match.
like that would be a great match.
It's rough too. Like it's one of those things where you forget how good Xavier Woods is like in a singles match.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't had one in a while. I mean, he was injured for almost 9-10 months, and even before then, it was all tag team matches with Big E or Kofi. So it was cool to kind of see like him have a singles match against Xavier Woods. Number 2 was Shotzi and Gonzalez in that ladder match. And then number 1, I'd go ahead and put the AEW Championship match between Moxley and Omega.
Ooh, I got number 1 spot.
It was a good match. And,
it was a good match.
Talk about it a little bit.
Explain
why it's a good match.
Because it had everything. Like, you didn't just see Omega just go full force with using all his speed. He actually wrestled. They had good chain. They had good pops. The amount of V triggers that fucking John Moxley took was ridiculous. It was kind of crazy though that they were talking about the gentleman's thing that they had beforehand, and then Omega violated it and actually busted open John Moxley.
Yeah. Is it the right time for a title change? Is Omega the right person?
I thought it was weird that they did it on TV, but then again...
Well, those are their pay-per-views, right? Because this was like AEW Winter is Coming.
Winter is
Dynamite,
Coming,
right?
It was still Dynamite, but it was like Dynamite Winter is Coming.
Well, it's like fucking Halloween Havoc for NXT. It was televised.
Right. So
it's kind of like that. It is considered their...
But they put on a pay-per-view quality match.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And that Snapdragon suplex of his is a little bit ridiculous, even though I'm not a huge fan of Omega.
Yeah.
But he goes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Moxley might be gearing up for something else.
I got you.
So,
I got you.
But, he's been the longest reigning AEW champion since they had their championship.
Yeah, and then obviously AEW opened up Winter is Coming show with a battle royal, it's like the Diamond Ring battle royal or something like that. Talk about that.
You talking to me through the camera?
Talk about that. Explain what it is. Because even I didn't fucking understand that first.
So I'm
hoping that you could kind of like explain to them exactly what it is.
So
go ahead.
So their battle royal, they start with everybody on the outside, and when the bell ring, everybody got inside.
I see why you don't talk.
Everybody got inside and fought. The last 2 people that were in the match won the match, and they go on next week to fight for this badass diamond ring, which is what MJF won last year, and now he's fighting Orange Cassidy this year for it. So it's going to be him and Orange Cassidy next week to battle for the ring.
Cassidy's got to win it,
right? I would hope so.
Yeah.
I think Cassidy is deserving. I like Cassidy. His character is completely different from anything else you've ever seen ever, and he can work.
Yeah,
and he's a clean worker too. And AEW hasn't had a whole lot of clean work.
Well, I remember during the Battle Royal they were talking about I can't remember his new name, but Evan Bourne.
Matt Sydal.
Yeah, they're talking about Sydal's debut at the last pay-per-view. They completely ignored the fact he botched his fucking
big match entrance.
Yeah, but the fucking not the shooting star. It's Shooting Star Press.
I know in WWE it's called the Airborne, but I think it's a Shooting Star Press.
Yeah, the Billy Kidman fucking move.
Yeah, but not nearly as good.
No. Impact Wrestling. Jazz made a return to Impact. Motor Machine Guns made a return to Impact.
Ken Shamrock got suspended.
But they're working together now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have Kenny Omega show up next week on Impact Wrestling on Tuesday night, which Don Canales was on AEW this past Wednesday, which is kind of a shock if you know who he is right now. He is one of the bigger guys in the Impact company. I don't know if he's a booker but he's up in management there. But he's been around for years. He was an ex-wrestler, moved his way into different positions of power over the year. I like him. He doesn't seem to be too much of a moron. But he's great on the mic too, though. I love it. I love him as an announcer also.
Gotcha. Is there anything about AEW or Impact I missed that's worth mentioning?
Sting debuted on AEW.
Okay.
Which the rumor was he's coming for Darby Allin. Like he wants to, what do you call that? Like train Darby Allin, mentor Darby Allin. Which Darby Allin is the TNT champion right now.
I don't see the big push in Darby.
I like Darby. He's good. He's got that Jeff Hardy, no fear kind of deal to him.
So with a skateboard.
But with a skateboard. It's better than heroin.
Not by much.
I'm
pretty sure that like comes in like a package.
I don't think so.
From like douchebag.com.
I think you don't like him because he's a small guy. Like he's smaller than Shawn Michaels.
Bless you. God bless you. God, if she was in the middle, that would have been on you.
I don't know. She'd have to look at the camera, see which way to go.
Oh, fuck.
But no, Darby Allin's a small guy, so I guess he gets written off, but he can go. He's one of those guys.
I like smaller guys. I'm a huge fan of Ricochet. I think he's underutilized. Mustafa Ali, I think, could be a better leader of fucking
Retribution.
Yeah, there's not really much there for him to do. I think he's shackled by what they're able to do because I think it's like how I mentioned on our last episode about how like it's very similar to like the riots and shit that are going on in the world.
Right.
And I think that's what they were planning to do, and I think they realized how too close to it actually was, and they had to pull back from it. Because when they debuted, I mean, there was like a dozen of them running through fucking SmackDown.
And they were setting stuff on fire too, right?
Yeah, but now they're not even doing that. They're fucking being fed to, the Hurt Business and shit.
And they haven't had, I think they only had the one win. Because, was it Crowbar got a win?
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah, so I think they're kind of like, oh shit, now this has become too part of like, this political atmosphere that we're seeing in the world. Now we kind of have to like pull it back now. It's like with Muhammad Hassan. Remember Muhammad Hassan? No, the Arab guy in like WWE who debuted like months before 9/11 happened, and then the Undertaker killed him by like last riding him through the old hole in the stage.
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it was 19 years ago, so.
Oh, well.
Muhammad Hassan. Do you remember Muhammad Hassan? Well, God, no. You're probably like 2 years old.
I was going to say she's like 3.
Yeah. You're a toddler. When you get a chance, look at Muhammad Hassan. It'll come back to you. You'll be like, oh, yeah, that's right. He had that manager, Davari.
Oh! I remember Davari.
Yeah.
Davari's a badass.
Yeah. He managed Muhammad Hassan. He came out. I think he was actually Italian, but they gave him like a fucking terrorist fucking gimmick or a Middle Eastern gimmick, and all of a sudden 9/11 happened. Like, well, we can't use that gimmick anymore. So American Badass Undertaker ripped the grate up from the entrance stage and gave him the last ride through it.
See, I don't get why they do that. To me, that'd be perfect. Like with
because people mail into WWE and talk about how offended they are.
Dude, whatever. When you had Stern and Mancow, people would actually tune in just to hear what they would say, just so they get pissed off. I would want people to watch my show just to see if what they're gonna get offended by and what they can send me emails by, because you're still watching my goddamn show, giving me the money, the Nielsen ratings and all that shit.
But the problem between the biggest difference between WWE and Howard Stern is Howard Stern was set in a single studio that was owned by the network. WWE, they've actually been told they weren't allowed to put on shows at venues because of things that they did. Because the cities and shit like that didn't approve of what they're doing on camera. So they would have a show set up, a house show or a live show at like a venue, and they'd be like, no. Because the churches and the communities and all these organizations like pretty much run the cities. Again, it goes back to political shit.
Yeah,
so WWE has to have a choice. Like, okay, well, I'm not going to I guess I'll never have a show at the All-State Arena anymore because I'm going to have one mid-carder who's dressed as a Middle Easterner have his fucking day in the fucking sun or whatever.
So, I mean...
You gotta pick your battles, bro.
It doesn't make sense.
It's life, man.
Guaranteed it's life.
What's your thought, Dally?
Don't bring me into that.
I have to because you're part of the show and you haven't said one word since I'm Dally. What does the oat have to say?
The oat.
I don't know. I don't like getting political.
I'm not talking about being political. I'm talking about them taking a character and killing it off for the benefit of putting on a show in a city that would not allow them in it because of it.
I understand.
Not the political aspect. Look at it from a business aspect.
I know, like I hate to say it this way, but you have to do what is best for business in that aspect.
Let's say SCW brought in a wrestler who, I don't know, let's say his gimmick's a pig fucker, okay? And they're down in Shabans, right? Just hear me out, okay? And they're down in Shabans where there's a bunch of fucking farmers, and here comes this fucking dude talking about how, he's a farmer like everyone else, out there fucking pigs and shit like that. And all of a sudden, Shabans goes up to fucking Sentinels all like, you need to get rid of that gimmick or you're not allowed down here anymore because none of our farmers fuck pigs. What do you think Sentinel would do? Like, fuck you, Shabans, we're out of here? Ah, he's gonna get rid of the gimmick.
Yeah,
it's the business aspect of it.
I have seen firsthand where people have had to stop, like, going in depth into their gimmick because it was offensive.
Right.
Which is...
It's the world
it's all for show, obviously, but they don't care.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Because people get offended, and it's that offensiveness that they have that make it political. It's not political to begin with. It's just when people get offended by shit because people are too fucking... What the fucking Enzo used to say?
Swaft?
Or soft. Swaft.
Swaft.
S-A-W-F-T.
Yeah.
Soft?
You're not ready for the middle. You're not. But no, but that's the big thing. What the fuck were we even talking about?
Ranting.
I know, but how the fuck did that come up?
The retribution.
Yeah, the smaller guy thing.
Yeah.
He said I don't like being a smaller guy. I'm not. I mean, I don't mind fucking Jungle Boy. I think he has a little more potential.
Darby Allin's like. I mean, he's almost. He's
like
probably
Carmella.
Yeah.
He's
like he's. I don't want not effeminate, but he's just got that smaller stature. He's a little bit taller than Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio is also a little bit wider.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Darby Allin.
Oh, okay.
The skateboarder half skull from AEW.
I know.
Who's carrying around a title because they have no one else to give it to yet.
And they kind of shit all over Brian Cage in there too.
Yeah. Well, I saw something, and I must have missed it on last week's show. I don't know if I fucking got distracted or something, but they did an article about Taz choking out Cody. Mm-hmm. After Cody came out, and they called it from, I think AEW calls it the Dusty position or something like that, but from the back. And they actually made note he just came out, and he said something about Taz's son often wanted to be trained by Cody and not him.
Right.
And then Taz choked him out. But Brian is considered the FTW champion, right?
Right.
But it's not a recognized title in AEW.
Not by it. It was never really recognized by anybody. Yeah. I think ECW probably did the most to recognize
it's like $1 million title.
Yeah.
Are those the only two titles? The only two non-recognized titles?
No, there was the internet title. Zack Ryder.
Oh, Zack Ryder. Yeah, but he didn't use that in ECW for a long time. He used it more when he was released on YouTube and then came in with it for a brief period.
I think that's about it.
It should be it.
They have the new up down down championship.
Oh yeah, they're fucking selling on WWE.com.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's kind of cool looking.
You go on WWE.com and they sell it. It's fucking ridiculous. This shit's so overpriced.
I mean...
it's not overpriced. It's our merchandise at tpublic.com. Tell them about tpublic.com.
tpublic.com.
Better yet, Daly, tell them about tpublic.com.
He was on a roll.
Daly, tell them about tpublic.com. Tell them about the awesome shirts we're wearing. Well, not yours. You got yours at rickflair.com. But tell them about our shirts that we got at tpublic.com. Kind of like where this banner came from. Go ahead. Tell them. You spent your whole time looking at the camera. Now you can look at the camera this time and talking to it. Go ahead.
I don't know.
That's where all of our swag is.
No, I know that.
Right. It's called tpublic.com.
/JFW, right?
No,
or just freaking wrestling.
Search JFW.
Search JFW. It's the letters that our name spells out. It's right there.
So you can get our logos on just about anything you want.
No. Daly's doing this.
No.
This is what happens when you're not in the middle.
I will walk out right now.
All right. Jake, tell them about tpublic.com.
So tpublic.com is where you get all your Freaknet merch. Just search JFW. You'll find everything from Freaknet, but more importantly, everything from JFW.
That's right.
The only thing I remember is TEPUBLIC.com. PUBLIC. Yes.
Yeah. TEPUBLIC.
You can get Dally's shirt.
No, not that one.
Not
No.
that.
No,
One.
that's from
No,
Ric
this
Flair.
awesome shirt's from Ric Flair shop.
That's from the oats
goat.
fucking.
You can
Let's not go through that again.
you can get the Dizzle J shirt, the Mr. 33%. You can get the Travis shirt, the original Freak.
No, I took that down.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't need it anymore.
I like the one you designed and you never even put it up.
Which one?
With your face on it?
I put it up.
Did you?
Yeah, that's the one I took down.
Oh.
I didn't like it anymore.
You took down the other one too?
Oh, the one that just says travesty on it? Yeah, I took that one down too.
So you don't have one right now.
It's on. I got this one right here.
We're the only ones with merch.
Travesty
And then-
Dizzle J20. Make wrestling great on, which this is going to go away at the end of the year too.
It's going to have to.
We have so many shirts. Actually, I forgot to mention to you guys, I put out a Freak World Order shirt about a month ago. I forgot to mention to you guys.
I had money to order a shirt about a month ago. I could have gotten it.
If you go to tpublic.com/JFW, you can find the banner. You can find these t-shirts. You can find the coffee mugs you see right there. God, what else is there? Fucking cell phone cases, laptop cases, pillows, masks. Yeah,
Notebooks.
so many
That
things.
you lost.
Notebooks. Yeah, somebody stole it. Somebody stole my merch. But we have a Freak World Order shirt that's available now. Also, we have the you say freak like it's a bad thing. # Freak Nation shirt.
That says if you say freaking like it's a bad thing.
No, that's freaking is my second favorite F word. You guys not know what our merch is?
Nah.
I spent all this time designing this shit.
Hey, look, I know where to go to get it.
Where do you go to get it?
tpublic.com.
TEE.com.
LIC.
Dally, tell me about Patreon. We'll get to it.
Don't worry. I
We'll
ain't
get
doing
to
And
that
I'm
one
not
too.
doing ball watch either, so do not on me.
Oh, God.
In order to put your balls on, no.
No, God. Dally, let's talk a little bit about NXT. How do you feel about this McAfee Undisputed Era fucking feud coming up again? Pete Dunne's a heel. Let's talk about that for a
First
minute.
of all, well, yeah.
I like that.
He's
Only
awesome.
Lorcan and Danny Burch, they basically took faces and just made them heels for Pat McAfee. Makes no fucking sense. But you're in the wrestling business. Tell me the logic behind something like that.
Sometimes there is no logic behind it.
Right? They just need to fill in
They just
shit.
do what they feel like needs to happen, which sometimes does not make sense.
Gobbledygook.
Like putting random teams together never makes sense.
Yeah.
Putting two heels against each other in a match or putting two faces together in a match never makes sense.
Mhm.
But I feel like they had to do it because Undisputed Era is kind of like in-betweeners. Well,
Yeah.
they were kind of in-betweeners, but they're kind of more face now.
And they needed a War Games opponent for Undisputed Era. And that's the thing. As far as I know, Undisputed Era has been the heel in every War Games match.
Yeah.
But this time they're going to be the faces.
Yeah, I think they've, besides the last one, they've won every match too, haven't they?
That's what I'm trying to remember if this is the fourth or the third War Games.
I think it's the fourth. I'm not sure. Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, go ahead. You're not doing anything else. So,
I love Pete Dunne as to me.
I
Pete
just love
Dunne's
Pete Dunne.
yeah, Pete Dunne's a fucking beast.
yeah, it's just the weirdness of these baby faces just turning heel for the hell
I
of
don't
it.
think Pete Dunne was like a true baby face though.
He never really was.
I would say he's more like Kevin Owens. Like he is what he is to you.
Yeah, yeah. I give like a Randy Orton type
But
of
the
deal.
thing, like when he was teaming with fucking Matt Riddle and everything, like they just got over because they were goofy.
Yeah, but he stayed true to. I mean, he really hasn't modified his character too much.
You know what's a stupid heel turn? Tony Storm.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I didn't
hated
even
That was,
it.
yeah.
I hated. Well, you have to watch in order to see it.
Yeah.
But I hated the fact that fucking she was a heel. I was hoping that she'd be on the fucking shots. I was hoping her and Rhea would have been a tag team to fucking go after the tag team titles and be the first NXT women's tag team champions.
Yeah, but they clash too well together. That's the problem.
But they blend well. It's like Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. And they could have formed a faction and could have went on to War Games to face a fucking four-woman team.
That'd been cool.
I don't know if we talked about this or not before, but when they like split up the Iconics and to just put Peyton with freaking Lacey, that made no
it's
sense
goofy.
whatsoever.
It's so dumb.
Might as well just have him as like a solo competitors.
See, I didn't
then
agree
what are they
with
doing
the
with
split of
Billie
the
Kay
Iconics.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they're doing with Billie Kay.
Which
Billie
one?
Kay's on the SmackDown, but she's not doing anything.
Billie Kay is the one with the big lips, right? The not so cute one.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw her when she was trying to give her headshots away.
She was the Max Blaylock of the team, or the Janetti, whichever one you want to go with. I'll say it. Right, I give Creed too much shit. Right, I gotta stop that. He's a nice kid.
Yeah, so let's
so it is the fourth because it started in 2017.
So
17, 18, 19.
Okay,
yeah.
So Undisputed Era has been in all four of them though, or they'll be their fourth one.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we know that Pete Dunne won their ladder match a couple weeks ago against
O'Reilly, right?
O'Reilly. So now they got the advantage.
So what? I never really understood what is the advantage. Like
they get one more person in. So they alternate between who gets somebody in. So two people start out 1-on-1, and then when the bell rings or the alarm goes off, one of the opponents come in from one person from one of the teams go in and then alternate. So Max.
So it'll always be like a 2-on-1 for a period of time.
Yeah, and then Undisputed Era will come in. It'll be 2-on-2, and then McAfee, Undisputed until the end. Yeah, which is weird too because like it seems like War Games, and I know at least now I've noticed in NXT. I don't know if the old ones like that. It always seems like the heels got the advantage, and I think that just kind of tells that story because you never really get the babyface to have that advantage in the match.
Well, no, because you want the babyface to come back from adversity. You want the babyface to come back from being put down already, just like last year. Yeah. Fun fact, as I interrupt you because that's what I love doing. Yeah.
So you had the women's War Games match last year.
Mm-hmm. 3
of the girls that are on this year's heel War Games team was the babyfaces last year.
Yep. Well, no, the one didn't even make it into the match. Because she was Dakota Kai. That's when
Dakota Kai attacked Tegan Knox. But she was on the babyface team.
Called that.
She was on the babyface.
She was on the babyface team.
Along with Toni Storm.
Yep.
And
no, Rhea Ripley.
Yeah,
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley was on the face.
Yeah, Toni Storm was in that match.
Was Toni Storm the one that was attacked and replaced with Dakota Kai?
I think so. I don't know. That was like a year ago.
But they're all faces.
Right.
Now they're all heels.
Right.
With Raquel Gonzalez, who I think is going to be an amazing fucking competitor in NXT going forward. Like the next China.
Not quite, but close.
I don't think in popularity, but I mean like that powerhouse. Like if there was to be a next
She's not as muscular, but I mean she's got the size.
Yeah. If there was to be like a next like woman to hold like a men's title, let's say US title, just so we don't take that away from China, I think Raquel Gonzalez could do it.
Oh, they'll give it to fucking Charlotte.
Oh, they got to. Charlotte. She's the oat.
The yote?
Oat.
Goat.
Sure. That's not what your shirt says.
The boat.
Steel cut oat.
China's ex-manager recently came out and said that they were going to give her the world title if she didn't do Playboy.
Yeah,
and then
a lot of people said she also had a penis. So, yeah. I mean, you can say what you want about her. So, she wouldn't, there was no way she'd ever fucking be champion. Vince McMahon would never give his title to, I'll say it, a fucking woman. There's no way.
I just don't think it's right.
It's not. It was dumb when fucking Impact did it for Tessa, but their title doesn't mean as much as fucking WWE, so I get it.
I agree with and that a lot of the women in the industry said
Give me a ranking, guys. WWE, Universal, AEW, Impact, and NXT champion. Rank them. 1 being the absolute most prestigious, and 5 being,
WWE Championship, Universal,
okay.
NXT, AEW, Impact.
WWE, NXT, Universal, AEW, Impact.
Okay. So very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably want to put NXT over Universal just because because Universal is the second. It's a secondary heavyweight champion to the main roster.
I missed the old heavyweight championship.
Oh god, the big gold belt. I fucking love the big gold belt. If I was to get any championship, it'd be the big gold belt. It'd have to be. I can spray paint JFW on it. Just for the fuck of it.
Yeah, but after you spend $400 on it.
Yeah, I'll wipe it off. Get like that spray chalk.
I don't know if we talked about. I think you guys might have talked about it last time. I don't remember, but I hate how
God,
they.
I hope you're not bringing up Shed Gaspar, my horrible joke.
No.
Okay, just checking.
I hate how like.
Like him, I don't want to come up again. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I hate how they have the WWE Championship, Universal Championship, and both of the women's championships look identical. The women's are a little bit smaller, but they all have the same look to them, which I think is stupid.
Yeah, well, because
they should all have their own.
Because the WWE Championship is the same place, but the belts, the strap's black, and then the Universal Champion is based on the show it's on, either red or blue strap. Which I hate the fucking red. It's like I think somebody pointed out that it kind of looks like a fruit by the foot or one of those fucking
yeah.
What the hell is those other ones called?
The
fruit roll-up.
Fruit roll-up,
yeah. It kind of looks like a fruit roll-up. I hate the fucking blue, too. But then the women's, they're both white, but it's the plate that's a different color.
But it still has the same design.
It's all the same, yeah. And I'm not a big fan of that. I honestly would rather just have one women's championship because the ratio from men to women is small. It's not like even close. So, I mean, why not have one prestigious women's title between the two shows? You know, I still firmly believe in the whole women's only show on
definitely.
Network.
They need a women's only show because they're not giving some of these women the time they need. You got Shayna Baszler tagging up with
Nia Jax.
I heard everybody Nia.
Yeah. Right. It's like, what do you want to do with Nia? I'll just put Lana through a table. Didn't we do that last week? Yeah. Like we did that
10 weeks ago.
8 weeks now, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Let's just do it one more time.
Let's make it a baker's dozen.
It'll be funny, but we'll stop at 9. Because at 9, then we'll put Lana over as being the sole survivor of Survivor Series, and it'll be fucking great.
Called that too.
God damn it!
Bullshit.
It was so fucking stupid.
You looked at me so fucking retarded when I called that.
Yeah, that was
The only thing that stopped you from winning that is you went to a no contest between Roman and Drew.
Because that would have made the most sense.
No, fucking
it totally
Uso coming out made better sense.
You got 2 of your top guys. They should have fought 10 count, whatever the case may have been. Just beat each other, both of them fall out.
Yeah, but then hurt either one. Look,
I guess that's true.
We can use SCW as an example. Fucking Hunter took on Max Holiday for the SCW Championship. Holiday beat Hunter, but how did he do that? By being distracted. So you take a loss by being distracted. It's not a clean win, so it doesn't hurt the integrity of your character.
I guess. It would have just been a whole lot cooler.
Yeah, if Roman beat him fairly in the middle of the ring, it would have destroyed fucking Drew's character.
Oh, definitely.
But the fact that Uso came out and not only distracted, but got in, super kicked him. He took a spear and then took the guillotine choke, whatever that. Almost got back up and then falling again. Absolutely. It's like Stone Cold passing out to the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But
I think it was done right.
My way would have been a lot cooler.
Shh. Deli's talking.
I just think Survivor Series as a whole. I am talking!
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You said you were going to yell.
Yeah, you can't yell. The microphone's sensitive. Survivor Series what?
I think it could have been a lot better.
You know what could have been better? The tribute. That was kind of dumb.
I totally missed it. I don't even...
All these people came out to the ring. They shot a fucking Undertaker video. And then the Undertaker came out and they're all fucking gone. They didn't even stay out there. They all entered. And then before...
Did anybody even see anything, really?
No. They all just kind of came out, shook hands with each other and everything. Kane was the only one in his fucking outfit. Everyone else wore like normal fucking clothes. It was funny because it was a meme just like, when no one tells Kane that you don't have to dress up. It was so fucking funny.
You know what else was stupid? Never mind. Go ahead, finish.
Oh, and I wasn't a big fan of the hologram Paul Bearer. I wasn't a big fan of that either.
Well, on the screen?
No, he would they did like the fucking hologram in the ring.
Really?
I thought that I read about that, but I thought that was neat.
It wasn't
what
great.
else could they have done though?
You gotta put him just on the screen. Don't act like he's there. Everyone knows he's dead. It's just weird. And like maybe if they made him like motion, like you know how they did with Tupac or the other fucking rapper they did like those hologram concerts with. I mean, if they made him like move, then maybe it kind of be more enjoyable to see. But he just kind of just stood there, right? And that's what they did. They did his fucking voice over the fucking speakers too. It's so fucking goofy. But no, And then he came out as The Undertaker. I would have loved if Mark Calloway just came out and said goodbye. But there wasn't any fucking flash to it. It was just like, okay.
I don't think he'd want flash, but he doesn't strike me as that kind of guy, though.
Just be a normal fucking dude. Be Mark Calloway. Come out and thank everyone. Or fucking even leave your hat in the fucking ring like you did at WrestleMania 4 years ago when everyone thought you were fucking done.
You know, I feel like, I hate to bring it up, obviously, no one likes to talk about it, but I feel like if it wasn't for this bullshit pandemic, things could have been a lot differently. If there was actually people there, if there was actually a reaction to stuff, I feel like they could have, like, if it was actually in an arena with a crowd, I feel like they would have done more.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
But they also should have had all the guys stay out there. Like, I don't get why they would introduce all these guys out into the ring just to have them all leave the ring before the Undertaker comes back out.
I think it'd been cool if they had their wrestling attire on, like if Shawn Michaels had his white wrestling attire on from when he had that match with the Undertaker, like their best match with the Undertaker if they had one, just to have that attire on.
Yeah, I think that would have been good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who the hell was out there. I know there was Triple H, it was Shawn Michaels, Jeff Hardy was out there, whatever.
Ric Flair,
Jeff Hardy
Big
makes
Show.
a lot of sense.
Yeah, why? Because of one ladder match on Raw.
Yeah, that was a
His
great
face
match.
paint was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
He did the cross and stuff.
Yeah. The fucking
The Godfather.
Yeah, his Bone Street crew, whatever, the BSK crew. Godfather, Rikishi.
Savio Vega
was out
which
there.
is funny because
He looks the fucking same. He almost dropped his fucking flag on the ground. That would have been embarrassing.
He's signed to Impact.
Is he?
Yeah. He's actually higher up in Impact Wrestling.
Oh, yeah, but they don't give a shit. He's a corporate guy. So it's The Undertaker. You think fucking Impact is going to say no to fucking having an Undertaker tribute?
Did you see the memes?
Oh, Mick Foley, too.
Mick Foley was there, yeah.
Oh, see, now, he should have definitely been dressed up as Mankind.
God, yeah. Should have threw him off something.
Shane.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people out there.
Yeah, and then they all just fucking disappeared.
They should have had Vince McMahon show up with the...
It was me, Austin.
That was me.
Austin wasn't there.
And you think he would have been?
I thought he would be.
I need to watch another Broken
Midian.
Souls.
Midian was there.
Who?
Midian?
Who's that?
Festus? Not Festus. Enos, where the fuck they're those fucking the Godwins. The Godwins.
Oh yeah, I did not know who those were. They came out. I asked my dad. I was like, "Who's that?"
That's when they had the
He looked at
Ministry
me
of
like,
Darkness.
"Huh?"
He might be.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, the guy. Well, because Midian, he was one of the first guys that the Undertaker sacrificed into his
Ministry of Darkness.
Ministry of Darkness. Yeah, along with Viscera, because he was Mabel,
Big Daddy V.
Yeah, King of the Ring champ. Fucking stupid. God, I fucking hate the King of the Ring. It's so fucking gross now. Has been. Anyways, well, we did the ranking about the titles. Let's do the ranking about IC champions, because this is kind of about Pat Patterson. So give me your top 5 favorite Intercontinental champions. It doesn't have to be in any order. Just give me 5 that you thought were the best. I know it'll be difficult because you didn't do it. So
I'll go first.
Oh, because you did it?
Yeah.
Good job, Dally.
I obviously Pat Patterson.
Yeah.
He was the first ever IC champion. Yep. And I thought it was pretty cool on SmackDown they brought out the original title. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought
it was really cool. I put Chris Jericho, Macho Man Randy Savage, Shawn Michaels, and Edge. Wait, did I say Edge already?
No, you didn't say Edge. Awesome. What are you, Jay?
I have Patterson. I like the Miz is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Definitely go with Macho, Ultimate Warrior, kinda. I'm always iffy about him. I don't know. And then you have to go with Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, longest reigning Intercontinental champion. Yeah, nice. I agree with that.
See, I still think the Miz he needs one more to break Jericho's record
to tie it. Because I think Jericho was at 9. I think the Miz is only at 8.
What's yours?
Oh, I didn't do it. So
bullshit.
Nah, just kidding. I'm not you.
I came up with that pretty quickly.
You just named people.
I knew who to name.
Chris Jericho, I have on top of my list. I think he's always going to be considered the greatest, unless Miz does break it, which I think he will, because I have the Miz on here too. Macho Man, Razor Ramon, and then obviously Pat Patterson. I was thinking it was a toss-up between Razor and Don Morocco, but that fucking ladder match with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania.
Oh, that'll go down in history. That's got to be like at least top 5.
I mean that image of fucking Razor staying up on top of the ladder, holding the 2 belts and everything, and plus since he was never really, WWF champion, that was the biggest title he's ever held, the highest title he's ever held. I think just gave him more prestige at that point.
There was multiple wrestlers that I thought could have made the list, but I was like, I would put them more as, heavyweight champion range or WWE champion range instead of IC range. So, and
that was one of the things I wanted to look at too. Like at first I was like, well, maybe I'll just focus on IC champions, but never like heavyweight champion. But then it's really hard to not give credit to Jericho. And like honestly, The Miz, he was world champion once, which I think that's actually part of the news segment that we're gonna do here in a little bit. Just maybe a little bit too early. Like I think he was just champion too fucking early. Like he wasn't like prepared for that.
I feel like he's definitely come a long way since then.
Oh yeah,
he's come a long way since. I mean, just being fresh off of the MTV show, and they bring him on as an announcer.
Mm-hmm. All right, what about current stars who haven't been IC champion but should be or will be in the future?
I would say Black. But I don't think he's going to be around too much longer.
Oh, because it's Lana?
Yeah.
I mean, Lana's still there, and fucking Rusev is over there being
Wait a minute, I want to go first because he's going to steal my list.
All right, go ahead, Dally.
Because you already stole one.
Yeah, jeez, sure.
How did I steal it?
You saw my list.
Yeah, you just gave her a list and just threw Warrior in there. Gross.
I put Elias.
Elias, yep.
Aleister Black.
Yep.
Murphy.
Stole my fucking list. So we got Keith Lee's on your fucking list?
No, it's
okay,
not.
Good.
Ciampa and Velveteen Dream.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you took 3 or 5 of them.
I did not see your list. Bro, you don't even have a notebook, so how can I...
I don't know where to that.
She's got your notebook.
God, probably. All right, what's your list?
I'd go Black.
Yeah.
Cole.
I was going to say Cole, but I thought he would have been more, future WWE champion.
I just like how I did my list different than you guys.
I stuck
with,
have 3 of the same guys.
I just stuck with straight SmackDown superstars because the IC title's on SmackDown.
But you can't go with that because they
switch stars.
That's how I did it. I'm just saying.
Well, we all could have done it that way, but we didn't.
But you didn't.
Well, we could have.
God. Quit thinking outside the box all the fucking time.
You could have specified.
It's not a specification. It wasn't a requirement. Yeah, it wasn't a requirement to it. Just whoever you feel would be. Just fucking whatever. Go ahead.
Djokovic. But you haven't seen him around anywhere unless he's one of the guys in Retribution. Is he?
Yeah, he's...
Are you sure?
Crowbar.
T-Bar.
Or T-Bar, whatever. Crowbar, T-Bar.
Yeah, he's T-Bar.
Mustafa.
Yeah.
I think that's 5.
I don't fucking know. You're just naming people because you don't have a list.
I'm naming people I'd like to see with the title.
I went with... Actually, I don't think... No, not mine. I went with Aleister Black.
You didn't do all SmackDown.
No, it is all SmackDown. Aleister Black, Murphy, Otis, Robert Roode, and Jey Uso.
Otis?
Dude,
Bobby Roode's been IC champion.
No, he hasn't. He's been U.S. champion. He has been IC champion.
Trust me. Sure?
He definitely looked this up.
I looked all this up before. That's how I know that I only picked fucking SmackDown stars so I could look at the SmackDown roster. And then every name I put on there, I clicked and see what championships they had.
I did the same thing.
Robert Roode was NXT champion. He was U.S. champion because he won the United States Championship tournament to win it. He was a Raw Tag Team champion with Dolph Ziggler and Chad Gable. And then he won some different, little goofy award. But he was never IC champion.
Oh, my man.
That's why I host the show and you sit over there. Sandwich maker.
I want a sandwich.
It's not going to work.
No, it won't fit.
Wait, where's the tumbler?
Anyways, all right. I need to get a JFW tumbler.
I forgot my water the same.
I don't care.
I know.
I'm not talking about you.
Should at least get me some Jaeger or something.
You can't even see any of this stuff.
Yeah. Especially this sweet ass hard hat from PPW. We still gotta make it out to one of their shows.
It's hard to make it out to any show nowadays.
That's true. Cool, let's do this news segment.
Alright.
FYI, guys, I asked him to prepare me, and he didn't, so if I fail at this and look stupid, that's Jeff's fault.
Yeah. That's the idea. No, it's very simple. It's just called armchair booking. So what I'm going to do is every week I'm going to pull shit off of social media of fans' opinions on how wrestling should be. I want to get your guys' opinions if you agree or disagree with them. Literally that easy.
Oh, so we get the shit on people.
Yeah.
Right.
You get to do what I do on a daily basis to you.
Daily basis.
Oh, trust me, you don't hear all of it. When I sit there and I fucking edit this shit the next day, I'm like, oh my god, he's fucking second rate. Okay.
Next thing you know, there's just a giant blue dot where I'm supposed to be.
So majorities are from the Real Wrestling fan page, which if you guys know, that's where we put a lot of the freaking 5 list on. I'm going to give it your guys' decision. Should I name the people who did this or not?
No. Maybe
Cool.
leave it anonymous.
So Eddie Rosario says, fucking, I don't give a shit. So with Mox losing to Omega, does anyone else feel like a return to WWE is possible? Also, I believe he is able to opt out of his contract by the end of the year.
No. He's not going to be doing anything.
He's able to opt out of his contract at any given point in time, from my understanding, but
He's also got a kick coming.
He's not going anywhere anytime soon. If he goes anywhere, he'll probably dick around Impact Wrestling a little bit, but still be signed to AEW.
Gotcha. Davey Boy Smith has officially departed MLW. Smith is rumored to be receiving interest from all the major promotions. Where do you want to see Davey Boy land? Sound off below. I think AEW is the best place for him.
I'd go Impact first.
Yeah, I would probably go with Impact or AEW because, if they burn him up to WWE, they just do nothing with him.
See, I was thinking NWA.
He'd probably fit well in NWA, too. He's got that kind of old school... Well, I don't know how he is now. When he was in WWE, he had...
He looks like fucking Mike Awesome.
Yeah, he looks like a cross between Mike Awesome and his dad.
Right? Yeah, just without the drugs and sex with Sonny. All right. There are rumors being brought to the forefront that half owner of WCW, no, WWE is not full owners, want to bring back WCW starting October 21st, 2021, starting with a pay-per-view called Greed. While these are just rumors, please keep in mind that there has been copyrights lately with WCW and blah, 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 blah. So, WCW coming back with a pay-per-view Greed next October.
It'll still be run by Vince McMahon.
Good idea or bad idea, though?
Bad idea.
I don't really know.
Would wrestling on TV be overly saturated with WCW coming back?
It'd be too much.
I don't know who they would have. That's the problem. Who are they going to have? What are they going to do? Bring all these guys back from retirement? You can have Luger rolling around in his fucking wheelchair?
You could probably spread the fucking wrestlers out. I mean, I don't know if you noticed or not, but they still have fucking like WWE main event on fucking NXT or the WWE Network. I didn't know that. I didn't know that fucking main event was still a fucking thing.
It's on Hulu too.
Stupid. I guess 205 Live still a thing. I thought that stopped.
I thought it did too until I saw that was still a thing.
Yeah. So I mean,
and they don't even have the 205 title. The cruiserweight title's on NXT.
It's so dumb.
Well, it is the same thing.
What?
The 205 belt is the cruiserweight belt.
Yeah, but it's called the NXT Cruiserweight Championship now.
Specifically NXT?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they changed the design of it when the Phantasmo guy fucking won it. When they did that tournament thing. Sting is going to have more matches on AEW than he had in WWE, which is going to suck because all of his dream matches are in WWE. If you ask me, the only match I could see that's worth it is him versus Jericho or Omega or Moxley or Page. The only one. He names 4 fucking people.
I was going to say that's pretty decent people to be dealing.
And that's about it.
So all AEW's top
everyone
guys.
but Cody. He named everyone but fucking Cody. And that's about it. What else can they do with him? Maybe even a few matches with Cody would be great. Okay, so Sting's coming back.
So basically all the elite.
Yeah.
Sting coming back.
Who not mentioned there would be a good match for Sting? I'm thinking Brody Lee.
Brody Lee would be a good match for Sting.
What do you think would be a good match? MJF?
I don't think so.
Sting needs a great heel to go up against. And I don't think there's a better heel in AEW than fucking MJF.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think Jericho's heading for a face turn from what I've been seeing.
Because you have to look, for me, you have to look at people who wrestle a certain way. And it doesn't need like a high flying guy. Like, I wouldn't put him in a ring against like fucking Cage. Because Cage is too athletic for Sting.
Yeah.
Jericho would be great because he's also up there in age, so it'd be more of like a brawl than it would be like a fight with like suplexes. Yeah, you'll get the fucking frog splash in. I don't know if Jericho does the fucking lion salt anymore.
Here and there,
but I think Hangman Page would be good. Fucking Moxley, I think would just be a little or not. No, Moxley would be good. Omega would be a little too much.
Omega's too fast.
Yeah, Cody I think would be great. Fucking Dustin.
Yeah,
Dustin, he'd probably put on a great match. Right? Dustin,
fucking just
but we don't even know if he's gonna wrestle yet.
I hope he doesn't.
I hope he doesn't either. But if you go on their webpage, it gives him a win-loss record. Yeah.
Anyone else?
I feel like he'll at least have one match.
I agree with that. There'll be at least one, maybe two matches. But I really think he's just there to manage Darby Allin.
Gotcha.
As opposed to the 19 other managers they have.
Alexa Bliss is doing Bray Wyatt shtick better than Bray Wyatt.
I think she's killing it.
It's better than Bray Wyatt.
Is it better than Bray Wyatt?
They're different. I mean,
Yeah,
she's a
it's
female,
different.
he's male. I mean, they have their own twist to it. I mean, I think they both do really good in their part.
I think they feed each other so well. I think they complement each other very nice. I think this is the best gimmick I like for her.
Here's a theory.
Well,
tell me if I'm wrong. Did they give Liv Morgan's gimmick to Alexa Bliss?
You know what though? You really can't say that because Alexa came out before Liv did.
No, this gimmick.
No, I understand that.
That's what I'm saying. Gimmick.
But Alexa used to be a crazy bitch.
Not like this.
No, but it makes more sense to.
I feel like Liv and Ruby are meant to be a tag team.
Well, yeah, but no, I guess like the persona of what the gimmick.
I mean, it makes sense. I know what you're saying.
Because when I see Alexa, I always think fucking Harley Quinn. You know, just that weird like craziness and the obsession to the Fiend like Harley was with the Joker. I don't know, DC. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay, cool. But every time I thought Harley Quinn, I always thought Liv Morgan. So now Liv Morgan goes away, loses all that.
She's got a different
nutty shit.
I mean, are you talking about now or like before? Because before she came back and changed her look. And
before she came back, before she did all those weird vignettes of like being in the tub and like changing her life, like when she was like the Riot Squad, fucking Liv Morgan
with the colorful hair and stuff.
So now she comes back, all that's gone, and then a couple months later, and all of a sudden Alexa's kind of acting like in that weird paranoid thing. So is this something where WWE's like, hey, listen, we only need one nutty person?
What about Nikki Cross? She was nutty too.
Yeah, but they completely shit all over that.
I think they wanted the blonde thing. I think the blonde thing makes it a little more creepier.
I think the problem would have been is that Liv Morgan would have been the obvious answer for that. Like, oh,
Liv Morgan would have been the great one for it.
Alexa Bliss is killing
Bliss, yeah, she.
Yeah. I think Liv would have done good with it.
Liv would have done good with it, but I don't think she would have done as good as Alexa. I think
we've seen more of Alexa,
right? Yeah. And I think that she probably has to put more into it than Liv would. I think Liv would just stay at that level that she was at and not try to increase it. I think the crazy that Liv was and the batshit crazy that Alexa is now are two very different things.
You think Alexi's gonna eventually wrestle in a Fiend mask?
I don't think so.
No.
I could see paint, but I don't think a full-on mask.
I mean, who knows if she's even gonna wrestle with this, you know?
It's true.
Well, didn't she fight Nikki Cross?
I don't know, did she?
I thought she had a match with Nikki Cross not too long
ago.
ago.
But I mean, I think it was more of like her beating her down. It wasn't like anything like
an actual like match.
John Cena versus CM Punk is the best wrestling feud in the past decade.
It's on the list, but I wouldn't say it's number one.
What would be number one to you? Like what feud?
We're talking about the past 10 years?
10 years, yeah. So back when you were in fucking elementary school till now.
Hey, it wasn't that long. Well, yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, I was in middle school.
I was still able to drink, so that's 10 years ago. It's definitely one of the best.
Right. A lot of them have to be fucking Cena's too. Cena and Edge.
Cena and Edge.
Yeah.
Cena and the Authority.
Oh yeah, when they fired him.
Yeah. So because if you look at past decade, you can only go back to 2010.
What about Daniel Bryan versus the Authority?
See, I think that's better.
Yeah.
When they finally.
But CM Punk versus John Cena, that was.
How
was
long
it
has Punk been
SummerSlam?
gone now? It's kind of close to. It's been kind of close to. It hasn't been 10 years.
More than 5 years, less than 10.
Yeah.
You sure?
Because I was there at the Money in the Bank, or not Money. It was Money in the Bank, but it was the title match with Cena when he was there in Chicago. I was there, and then I think not long after that was when he left. Not long after that was when he left, right?
Yeah.
Well, he left that night.
AJ Styles came in 2016. CM Punk was already gone.
So it's
more than 5. So I think maybe he left a year earlier. So maybe 5 years.
I feel like it's been longer than that.
I could say you could definitely put that in the top 10 of the past 10 years, but I can't even remember 10 of them. So
I want to say it was 2015.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because I would agree with 2015. So 5 years. But the thing is, like, it's hard to think of a feud over the last 5 years when I think all the greatest feuds were fucking in the 90s.
Yeah, and if you think about it and you go back and then you think about
Actually, it was 2014.
Okay.
Yeah. If you go back and look at the Cena Punk feud, that was fucking good, though. I mean, the matches that they put on were awesome. I believe I picked a couple of them for matches of the week. And it wasn't just the same one. I picked a couple different ones because those two worked together, and I mean, they worked well.
Yeah.
I do think Punk was a little stiff with Cena at times, but...
Yeah, but he deserved it.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could... I feel like if we were to, like, separate them from, like, main storylines to tag team storylines to female storylines, I feel like they would all have their own top.
Well, yeah, because if you're going to go tag team, then you're going to talk about the Usos and New Day, which set up amazing matches.
Yeah, we also got like, oh fuck, I don't know. It's like I said, it's hard to think the last 10 years because feuds for me were 90s, early 2000s. Like the last 10 years, just kind of like, everyone has like one or two like little fights and then they just move on to the next fucking person. I mean, you could do fucking Ambrose and Seth Rollins.
Yeah. But Ambrose and Seth Rollins always remind me of Triple H and
Roman
Shawn
Reigns
Michaels.
and Braun Strowman.
I don't think that was that good.
No, but that's the feuds that you get in the last fucking 10 years.
Or anything with Brock Lesnar in it.
Yeah.
I think right now, if you put Kevin Owens with anybody right now...
Fucking Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles.
That didn't go on that long, did it?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
feuds don't go on that long. They're like 3-4 months and then it's fucking over. Charlotte and Sasha. Or Charlotte and Becky. Charlotte and Bayley.
Back to what I was going to say before.
Sasha
I just
and
want to make
Bayley.
this known. It's bullshit that Asuka lost to Sasha. I'm just saying that right now. Because Asuka is clearly the better fucking wrestler.
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't know. Sasha, ever since she's been back, she's been a lot better.
When you get a chance, listen to the fucking little interview thing that they did on SmackDown between Carmella and fucking Sasha. Because it is the grossest fucking thing I've ever fucking watched. It is, I'll say it. It's above and beyond ghetto as fuck. And the fuck that Carmella calls Sasha a Nicki Minaj wannabe. And she fucking like did that weird like snap fucking thing. Grossed me out. I fucking hated it because that's not who her character is.
Who, Carmella?
No, Sasha. Like she has like that thug-ish boss thing to her. But like she wouldn't fucking like hood rat ghetto in this fucking thing. And it was fucking gross. But we get
Sasha is gross and I hate her, so
yeah.
I don't really
well,
care
because
what
she's
anyone
not
says.
Charlotte.
Yeah, well.
Which they still need to have a 4 horsewoman match against fucking somebody. Because I want that. I want that 4 horsewoman
How
faction.
are they about to take the championship off of Bailey and then just completely do just fucking barrier? Like, Natalya fucking beat her. Like,
This is we talked about this.
when?
I think we talked about it last week.
Yeah, unless you. But go ahead.
2 weeks
I like your opinion. That's why I like having you here. The female perspective of female wrestling.
I just... Like, Natalya came out of nowhere, like, is on and off TV all the time. Bailey just came off the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion, and they have her fucking lose to Natalya?
Yeah, and it was clean. And she tapped out. It's goofy. They should have had Belair kind of interfere in it, but...
Well, they've
I want
shit all
Charlotte
over.
to come back.
They've shit all over Natalya for years, though.
Wasn't she supposed to be back at SummerSlam?
I don't know. They never really said when she was supposed to come back.
When Andrade Lazar.
True that. It's not because he's a guy.
Yeah, it's obvious that Charlotte probably wears the pants in that relationship.
All right, last one. Booker T was a WCW scapegoat. Vince McMahon took one of the most charismatic, talented performers from WCW, turned him into a joke. A multiple-time tag team champion, U.S. champion, and world champion, he entered WWF at the same time as world champion, gets destroyed on the mic. Anyone who has seen Booker T in WCW knows he can hold his own on the mic, except when he drops the N-word on live TV. Cool. That's my little added. Gets buried in any match. The Rock no-sells almost everything. Gets beaten by Austin in a grocery store. Joins NWO, literally getting kicked out by HBK while he calls him the problem. A weird 3-way thing with Goldust and another love triangle with Kurt Angle. Buried again, this time at Mania by Triple H. Even his King Booker gimmick was nothing but a joke. All I gotta say is that the guy had to have been getting a nice check to stay where he was. So, was
That guy's an idiot.
was the 2-time Hall of Famer and fucking like 6-time fucking heavyweight champion, the King of the Ring. Was he buried by WWE?
I don't think so.
I think that guy's an idiot.
Like, clearly he did something right. Even if the storylines didn't make sense or if they were stupid, he clearly did something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the fact
he
that
wouldn't be a 2-time Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
and he wouldn't have all the championships that he's held.
He worked the King Booker gimmick like hardcore.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the most annoying fucking gimmick ever, but it was good.
Yeah.
Well, it was more annoying because of Charmel.
Realistically, even like if it was so bad for him, he still wouldn't be there on fucking pay-per-view panels.
Right.
To this day. I mean, him and his brother got put into Hall of Fame as Harlem Heat after he was inducted individually. Not gonna fucking put somebody that they bury in like that.
I don't think he was buried. I mean, he was WCW champion when WCW ended.
Yep.
And I believe didn't he carry the championship over?
Yeah.
I have a random question. This is off topic.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking about this, getting mad because I had a conversation with someone else a few weeks ago about this. When the Undertaker's like 30 years sign off thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's clear that he's going to be the first one in the Hall of Fame next year.
Yeah.
Do you think they should make him like the only one inducted, like they did in the beginning, or should they still have like the regular like?
Oh, like Andre?
Yeah.
No, they'll have multiple.
I'm wondering if I wonder if they're going to actually do a ceremony with the 2020 inductees and shit.
Yeah, because they never did.
They never did. They didn't have speeches or anything.
No.
Mm-mm.
Now they are doing the Slammy Awards. They're bringing that back this year. So they're doing the Slammy Awards ceremony.
They ever got rid of it, did they?
They haven't had it in like 3-4 years. But they're bringing it back on the AD Network. But I think it's going to be like a legit ceremony thing like it used to be. So I don't know
they don't keep those awards?
What?
They don't keep the Slammies. They make enough Slammies to hand them out, and you have to give them back when you're done. So if you're a Slammy Award winner...
Who told you that?
The Big Show in an interview.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They probably didn't let him keep his. You probably thought it was made of chocolate and fucking ate it. No, I think they'll do multiples. I mean,
who inducts
Undertaker is such like a
who? King.
Oh, I was thinking Foley.
No, fucking Pritchard.
Oh, Pritchard would be good.
Fucking
Miller Dollar Man.
Fucking Brother Love, man. Brother Love's gonna fucking.
I love you.
Yeah, or Vince.
I don't think it'll be Vince. I don't think Vince would do that.
Sean?
Nah. It'd have to be Foley or Kane or Pritchard.
I can see Pritchard doing it.
Or bring DiBiase in.
I don't think he did much with DiBiase other than like that.
The introduction, yeah.
I think it would have to be Pritchard or maybe Kane. But
would that be his choice or is that WWE's choice?
It's his choice. I think as long as fucking Bruce Pritchard doesn't Bruce Pritchard will should die now, but I think as long as he doesn't show up in AEW, I'm sure he'll be okay. But I mean, honestly, I think next year would be a good year for fucking Kane to go in too.
Who?
I don't think you put Kane and Undertaker.
Oh, did you know that he has a new book?
Kane? Yeah, isn't it do like it's not only like him about being a wrestler, but him in politics, which isn't it? Like, what the fuck? Do you remember what it's called?
Mayor Kane or Mayor something? Maybe? I don't know. I was at Barnes & Noble a few weeks ago and I saw it and I was like,
It's probably on Audible.
Probably is. But, I used to read a bunch of... I go there. They don't really have as many as they used to because everything's on the network now. And everything's, like, on TV now. Mm-hmm. So they don't really put as many books out like they used to. Like, years and years ago, I would go in and I would look for books in the sports section for wrestling. They would have, like, a big section. They have, like, a little tiny section now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You used to have all the wrestling magazines back in the day.
I used to collect the magazines. I finally had to throw them out. Because I didn't have room for them anywhere. But, Young Bucks have a new book out, too. I almost got that one.
I'm not sold on those guys. I'm not.
You don't like the Young Bucks?
You mean the New Rockers?
The New Rockers. Alright. We gotta do War Games fucking predictions.
Oh, yeah.
And, ballwash.com. Use promo code FreakNet 15%. Okay, so, what?
From hole to pole.
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking... We've got too much shit to go on with. Yeah, they fucking know. Ballwash.com.
Listen to the last podcast.
Listen to every podcast I do from, like, September of last year. April of this year?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Ballwash.com.
Ask Sarge.
Yeah. Tommaso Ciampa's taking on Timothy Thatcher.
Ciampa.
So I wish I had a piece of paper.
Ciampa.
God.
You don't. Where's your?
You don't have any paper in here.
I got paper everywhere. It's just not convenient for me to grab.
What happened to all the Post-it notes you used to have?
They're over there.
Don't you see them? They're all over the walls.
Yeah. I got notes.
Those are probably our predictions from last year.
It's for our Freaknet Studios.
Just put in the notes on your phone.
Studios. Alright, see what I got. Ciampa and Thatcher. T says Ciampa. Daly says
Said Ciampa.
Ciampa.
And Jay says I don't know why I put you all down there. It's so weird. Fucking hate phones.
Yeah, put me 33% away from everybody else.
Yeah.
Ciampa.
Oh, Ciampa. Okay, well, fucking say it. What you want me to
I did.
assume?
I said like 3 times.
God damn it.
God, you feel listen.
God, what do I even fucking deal with you?
Jerk face.
Remember when you made that post about how like you're moving away and it was just a joke?
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't.
That's mean.
Instead of "you could never leave me" is what he wrote. And then my other buddy's like, "I knew once it said your wife." Been together with my girlfriend for 11 years.
Dexter Lumis and Cameron Grimes in a strap match. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go Grimes on this.
I'm gonna go Loomis.
Gally. I got
Grimes.
Yeah, I got nothing to fucking lose. So as long as we pick the same fucking things, I'm gonna win. So. Jay said Loomis.
Yep.
I'm so happy fucking they got Loomis over there. I liked him in fucking Impact, and I like him fucking now.
I just don't like that mustache.
He needs the fucking mustache.
I hate mustaches. No offense.
Do ya?
They're gross.
God.
Must just be
God?
yours.
God? What?
Triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship. Leon Ruff, Johnny Gargano, and Damian Priest.
Wait, who?
Triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship.
I heard that.
Leon Ruff,
who's the current NXT champion.
Yeah, I know.
Johnny Gargano, and Damian Priest. I'm gonna go Leon.
That's a brain twister.
Leon Ruff, Johnny Gargano, Damian Priest.
I'm gonna go Priest.
I'll go Johnny.
Ooh.
He's gonna go with Leon.
He did. Leon Ruff is too close to Leo Rush. Every time I hear it, that's what I think.
Oh, my bad.
And I think I liked Leo Rush before.
North American. Fucking neither of the fucking champion, like the top championships, are gonna be on the line of this fucking show.
Isn't that wrestling?
Oh. No, there's only 5 fucking
Oh,
matches.
Balor's injured.
I thought he came back. He came back a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but I think they're just still holding off. It's a joke. Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, taking on Pat McAfee, Pete Dunne, Danny Burch, Oney Lorcan. What are they calling by? For the Brand? Is that an FTR ripoff? Are they just mocking FTR?
Probably.
I was thinking about that when I was fucking watching. They did the, FTB for the Brand. I'm like, they're just fucking ripping out the Revival.
Fuck the rest.
I'm
going to go FTB.
FTB? You waiting for me to answer?
I'm going with Undisputed Era.
So am I, so can't fucking win.
He's making his picks out of spite. Just for you.
No, I'm going to go McAfee. Dally said Undisputed Era, and Jay, you're going McAfee.
Sounds like a antivirus.
Yes. All right, last one, women's War Games. Team Shotzi Blackheart, Ember Moon, Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai taking on Team Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, and Toni Storm. I'm gonna go Team Shotzi.
Me too.
I'm going to the other one.
Okay.
Just the other one.
War Games.
That was a fun show.
Yeah, it was. Seats sucked, but
I thought the seats were pretty fucking good.
no comfortableness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, they sucked.
Oh yeah.
Oh, was it at Allstate?
Yeah.
Oh, those fucking chairs suck.
We had to hug each other to be comfortable.
We were fine until other people actually start showing up.
Yeah. Yeah, the chairs suck there.
The other gay couple.
So if Johnny Gargano fucking wins, or Undisputed Era wins, you have a shot. Otherwise, I will be your.
I'm gonna be right on one of them.
A shot on tying.
Right, if you're right on one of them, then we tie and I still win. You need to be right on both of them in order to take this to have a chance to win TLC. If you don't win this, I'm fucking champion again. Life, it's crazy.
Okay, what do I lose? Nothing.
No, you just hear me brag, which I do anyways. Just hear me brag more.
Nothing's gonna change.
No.
Just
No, if I lose, then just tell you what. If you end up fucking coming back and tying, I'll give you 2 points for TLC. If you win fucking War Games, I'll give you 2 points for TLC. And I'll do an entire episode where I don't interrupt you and I'll be polite the entire fucking time. Give you my word. Give you my fucking word.
just to her?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't even have a chance.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, because I know how to book a card.
Yeah, but you gotta think like you're their booker.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, Jay. What's the? Are we missing anything besides the match of the week? think we did everything else, right?
I think so.
Cool. What's the match of the week, Jay?
Match of the week is Pat Patterson versus the Sergeant Slaughter.
Well, Sergeant Slaughter, not the Sarge.
No, not the Sarge.
Not the Sarge.
The original Sarge.
Sergeant Slaughter, yeah.
Yeah.
The Sarge.
And was it Back Alley Brawl or something like that?
Yeah, back in
1981.
Yeah, sure, there we go.
That's what it is.
So
1981.
So fucking long ago.
I know, it's almost like a year before I was born.
Yeah.
But to be honest, you sent me the match.
Yep.
I watched it, and I never seen Slaughter get bloody at all that I can remember. So check out this match. Fucking awesome. I didn't watch who wins because I got interrupted by my walking STD. His name is Jerome.
Oh, God. All right.
That had to have been a really, stiff match.
It was fucking brutal. And the thing is, it's only 18 minutes long.
But it's brutal.
It's fucking rough.
It's brutal.
It's kind of like that Rowdy Piper, Gold Dust, Back Alley Brawl thing, but without all the theatrics.
You're talking Patterson wasn't exactly young then.
Well, when he passed away, he was 79 years old, and that match was 40 years ago. So, yeah, 39. It was only 40. It's only fucking 4 years older than you.
Now he's not.
When he did that match,
I was like, it happened in 81. I was born in 82.
Yeah, I'm saying at that time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Guys, make sure you check out us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter just by searching Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast. And you can find our show every single week on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, and you just go to your Alexa app and say, Alexa, play Just Freaking Wrestling JFW Podcast, and it will play for you. Trying to get on Pandora, but if they don't get their shit together, I'm out. So, did I miss anything? Get everything. Join Patreon, patreon.com/JFW Podcast. Sign up for a tier. $1 a month fucking goes a long way to help us out. Plus, you get an awesome shout out like Becca does. Or if you have a company and you want us to sponsor us, get the $15 a month fucking tier. And we'll plug you on fucking everything. Fucking Jay will hold a fucking sign for you. Sign guy Dizzle.
I lost the sign.
Yeah. Dally, anything?
Oh, I think we're good.
Good. That's all I got.
Time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
I'm Dally.
And thanks for listening to an episode of Joe's Freaking Wrestling JFW Podcast.
Peace.